We've always said that the best thing about Minecraft is what you, the player.
Inside another giant simulation.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Guys, we got some crazy shit going on right now. We have on the line Kid Behind the Camera. He is the creator of the Angry Grandpa Show. He also has his own channel, Kid Behind the Camera, where he does a reality type vlog videos over there with himself, his father, his girlfriend, and his extended family. Today, some crazy shit was going down with his brother.
And by the way,
2 full bottles of like Jack Daniels drunk to the bottom.
So, did the police arrest?
yeah, of course you should.
No, I was not involved in any of those type of acts.
2 full bottles of like Jack Daniels drunk to the bottom.
So, did the police arrest him?
I told them I wanted to press charges because he destroyed my pool house. And they told me because I let him stay there that it's kind of like me destroying my own pool house. So I can't press charges.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Really ridiculous. I was floored, which means there's nothing that I could do. Luckily, they bring out EMS to look at his finger, and he's refusing to go.
So an ambulance comes.
An ambulance is sitting in the front yard. He comes running at me from the pool house, a bunch of cops surrounding him. And he screams at the cops that if they tase him, that I need to come down and fight the cops with him. And I'm telling him, you're high, dude.
Right.
Like, you got in my face, you lunged at me, you destroyed my pool house, you have to go be evaluated. And he says at first, I respect you, I'm going to go. And I said, good, I think you need to go. And then he starts screaming at me, so I flip out on him. And he starts saying stuff like, oh, I'm going to tell people that Bridget's a lesbian, that Grandpa molested his, our cousin, that we have sex with our animals. Just the craziest diatribe, dude.
Right.
Like, and I was like, dude, you need to get the fuck off my property. And so they take him. And I was hoping that would be it for the night.
So he goes in the ambulance. You think that's going to be it, but then he comes back?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. The hospital let him go.
How the fuck how did he even get home?
That I don't know, Bridget. How did he get home? Was that a cab or something? What was that?
I don't know. It was like a black truck.
Just somebody dropped him off at our house. And I'm sitting there editing a video because I was making a vlog about this.
Right.
And I hear screaming. I'm like, what the hell? And once I hear the voice, I'm like, oh, God, he's back. And so as I'm walking out, I see him reach out and punch Bridget in the face.
He punched your girlfriend in the face?
Yeah, dude, right in her left eye. It's like starting to turn to a black eye now.
So what did you do?
I rushed at him. I was almost gonna black out. I was gonna beat the shit out of him. I rushed up to him, and I see he's going for like a shard of that mirror from the pool house floor.
Wait,
and I'm thinking,
so he trashed the pool house. There's broken glass, and he's grabbing for it to like cut you guys?
Yeah, he runs into the pool house and he grabs it, and he's holding it, and he's like, "Come, take another step closer, and I'm gonna cut your fucking ass."
What?
I thought we were going to be stabbed, and apparently that was the second hit. Bridget said he hit her another time when he first ran up into the pool house.
So how do you end up calming him down now that he's got this weapon?
I didn't calm him down. I told him I was calling the police, and as I'm going in, he starts reiterating the stuff. Angry. He starts screaming like we're recording. Bridget is holding her phone, and he starts screaming into the phone as if we're recording him. And he says, "Angry Grandpa is a child molester." And he starts screaming names and starts saying, "Bridget West wants to have sex with her family. Michael wants to fuck the dogs." I'm like, dude, what the fuck is your problem? And what's happened here, team? And it's totally I can't. It's almost like that Christian Burns kid where they think they're more famous than they are.
Right.
He got 100,000 subscribers, and that went to his head so hard.
Well, I don't think he's going to have those subs anymore because, one, this shit, him punching your girlfriend, him threatening your life, but not only that, he fucking uploaded porn to his YouTube channel today. That shit's probably going to be taken down.
I can only imagine he had that uploading when he was like on acid. So stupid, dude.
So what happens next? The police return for the second time. Then what?
And he's screaming, "I want my phone," which I think he destroyed himself in the pool house. He somehow thinks we have his phone. And, like, finally the police come out. And he starts telling the police that we destroyed the pool house. And then that if there's any...
And they obviously, they were already there, so they know that it was him that did it.
Right, it was the same police from earlier. The cop was like, "Charlie, I was here earlier. I watched you breaking a PS4 on the ground."
Right.
And he starts telling them that if there's any drugs in the house, they belong to me, which I'll pass any drug test, but, I don't do drugs.
Right.
And so he's trying to do what he can. And then they didn't say anything to him while they were here. He just said, "Oh, they're trying to say I hit her in the face. I didn't do that, I swear." And so
I shouldn't be laughing at that, but like, what a moron.
He's crazy. There's something he needs a mental evaluation team. It's the fame. He told me one time that he now understands what Kurt Cobain was going through because Kurt Cobain had all this power, and he seems to think...
Shit! Okay, this really is a Christian Burns situation.
He seems to think he's super famous. He told me one time that he has his audience in the palm of his hands, and he can make or break us.
So, is he away now? Like, is he in jail now?
Yeah, he's he's at Somerville right now, and bail hearing is tomorrow, which we're going to go to that.
Don't bail him out.
No, never.
I know he's your brother, and I know it's family, but this guy has done so much shit to you guys. You have to cut him out of your life.
He's gone, dude. It's like you can only forgive so many times.
Unfucking believable. Why was he staying at your house anyways? Like, I thought he was over at, Angry Grandpa's house.
That's a whole nother story, Game. I never wanted to tell this because I know it makes us look just as bad because we let him, but he was in Dad's house. It was on my birthday of all time. And I guess he made me a birthday dinner and I didn't eat it. And he got really sad about it. He cried and he started getting drunk. And I have an 8-year-old nephew, and he gave him the beer, and he said, "Drink." And he gave him marijuana, and he said, "Smoke." And I came over.
He gave alcohol and weed to an 8-year-old?
Yes. He tried to tell us that he went into his room and took it, but, the kid wouldn't lie to us. He told us straight up, "You gave it to me." And I filmed this.
Why didn't you cut him out of your life right then and there?
See, that I wanted to, but the problem was, first he started making those accusations again, and I know what can happen to a YouTube channel with an accusation, even if it's unfounded, right? Like, one thing people can say, "Okay, I'm done with them," and without ever hearing the resolution from it, they leave us. So I didn't want that to happen. Not to mention, we've already battled with so many people that I couldn't have another one, and his fans were already mad at us so I decided to try to keep it in the family, and I was hoping that if he was in my pool house, I could get him sober and he could,
and obviously get him away from your goddamn nephew.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be around kids. You know what? This pisses me off, Mike. You've created this thing on YouTube, and you've created wealth. You've created, yourself a nice business, a nice income, a nice life. And I've seen you. You try to.